All right, I'm going to show you how I'm going to replace this resistor for the blower motor in this truck. The kit comes with this wiring harness here in case you need to use it, and then the resistor itself and the directions and everything. So let me first, you need to make sure you disconnect the negative side on the battery anytime you're working with anything electrical in a vehicle. So I'm going to disconnect that, and then we'll get underneath the dash here and we'll look at it. Okay, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 screws holding that in. It only had 3 in it. They are a 7mm. The battery was an 8mm. And the part we are replacing is this right here. And it looks like they've replaced it once already because they've already got a wire harness where they have changed out all that. So apparently it's already been changed once. So let me get these little screws out of here, and we'll see what the old one looks like. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and replace this. It looks pretty good anyway, but since the kit came with a new one, I'm just going to go ahead and redo it. Put the new one on there just so I know everything's new. It does have a little, like a burn spot right there. I don't know if you can see that thing or not. If you are going to replace this, just make sure you're looking at the wires and wire it up the way it is. So I'm only going to cut like one at a time, put the new one on, and then go across, you know, one at a time so I know that the right wires are on the right deal. This is what the old one looks like. I think it was probably that, because it doesn't look real good. The wiring all looks good, but that, I don't know if it got moisture down in there or what, but it looks pretty nasty. So we're gonna get all that. We're gonna get all that dug out and see about getting this all wired up here. All right, on this, I didn't mention that, but it plugs in like this underneath there. It plugs in like that. So this piece is on the outside, so you can get that little flipper thing out or push in on it. And of course, that's a little lock that locks, but you really can't see up in there, so because the way it sets up in there. But that new one definitely looks way better than that old one. That old one just looks nasty. So I got all that in there, got it kind of all taped up real good. I just did one wire at a time and hooked them up. It does take a little bit of time, that's why I didn't film it, because it just takes a little while. Get yourself a good pair of strippers if you decide to redo the wires, because you'll need to strip off the old wires. These new ones with the kit came with some they was already stripped off. These are a little bit short ones. I just left the full length on those, so make sure I had plenty of room, and I'll just tuck it up underneath there. It's not that big a deal. Then if I ever have to do anything again, I got plenty of wires to go back and do it again. So I'm gonna plug all this in, and then we'll come back to the video. Okay, this probably ain't gonna come through real good. It's probably a little blurry. But this plastic thing, it's gotta go behind this metal thing right here. This guard, to get this screw back in here on. That thing was a pain in the butt to even find. So now I'm gonna go around these other ones and see if I can get these, get these other ones put on. Okay, there, it's all put back together. I know I didn't show a lot of the installation and everything, but it's, I mean, once you take that off, you can kind of see it. You just undo 2 screws and pop it out and rewire it. There's not much to it. If your fan works, but it only works on, mine was working on 3, 4, and 5. It wasn't working on 1 and 2. So it either had to be like up full blast almost, or it wouldn't even come on. So that's the resistor. I found out here that it's not doing the power management properly to the fan to blow it to the right, you know, to give it enough power to not hardly blow or to blow real hard or whatever. So it's the resistor, and after looking at that old one, you can kind of tell that that's what it was. This part was less than $20 on Amazon. I did find out it's off just a little bit. The plate, the mounting plate, is off a little bit from the one that I took out. So I don't know if they sent me the wrong one or what, but their description on Amazon matched this truck. So it should have worked just fine and perfectly or whatever, but the bracket was off a little bit. I made do, I kind of stuck it in there, made it work, but it's not exactly the right bracket for it. So anyway, there you go. Hey, thanks for checking out the video. If you want to see more videos, just click over here and check them out. Also, please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this one. Share with your friends, like it, and remember to strive to be the person your dog already thinks you are. Until next time.